built for promoters by promoters. We guarantee a minimum 3x return on investment on ticket sales, or there is no profit share. We've run festivals, tours, and club nights for years. That's why our system is different. We only share the upside when we turn $1 into three. We're in it to build dynasties, not just campaigns. Why us? Why me? Well, look, 7 years in hospo and event marketing experience involved in running events for 6 years. We have over 35 staff, 4 to 8 videographers, 4 account managers, nearly 5, 10 plus social media managers, and 3 meta ads experts. That is not including the other divisions of our company. We've generated between $4 to $10 million online through online marketing. And we still have a guarantee for you. And I'm so humble that I've obviously intentionally spent guarantee wrongly. So the problem is that most promoters gamble on ads and pray that sales land. Most agencies then take retainers no matter what happens. Ticket Titans flips the model. Your investment is protected and our upside is tied to your wins. Our edge: we use AI-infused targeting and data refinement via paid ads, and we will edit the videos based on prior paid ads history from other successful campaigns, and we will edit your videos so they are alike the high-performing ads. We will also be leveraging email and social content campaigns. We've been doing this for nearly 7 years in not just hospitality, but in events, in which most people are usually just specialized in one or the other. We are able to combine both experiences and put them into one. So a few case studies. This is the New Year's Day Funhouse held between the Beat Culture Club and the Emerson. We generated over $30,000 through online sales, achieved a balanced gender split, critical for long-term audience retention, and leveraged paid ads via Culture Club, significantly boosting visibility. Here is a screenshot on Eventbrite. As you can see here, 785 tickets sold and a little over $31,000 generated online between November 29th and January 1st, 2025. Case study again, Paraisio, New Year's Eve. So this was at the track venue in Turak. It was a New Year's Eve event, and we generated over $1,200, over 1,200 tickets actually through paid traffic, organic, and EDM sequences. As you can see here, over $60,000 tracked through Eventbrite, over 800 tickets sold via Eventbrite, and a little over 13,000 views on the page. Now, the reason why it was over 1,200 tickets is because there were walk-in sales as well. But again, let's just use the benefit of let's just think of the worst case scenario. We have here very clear proof of being able to generate over 60 grand just through Eventbrite. And we only spent a little under $4,500 on ads to generate literally over 100 grand in revenue. So imagine if you put $4,500 in, let's even call it 5 grand. Imagine turning 5 grand into over 100 grand. That is a 20x return on investment on your money. Okay. Another one, Melbourne Afrobeats Festival. Okay. So as you can see here from Meta, it's an annual event. It's going to become quarterly, but it's an annual event. We generated over 1,100 event responses. So this is where someone, when they're on Facebook and say going, maybe not going, and we were able to generate over 1,400 attendees with a little over $70,000 in revenue. And we're also able to collaborate and host celebrities BNXN and King Promise. King Promise actually just dropped a really cool song with Chance the Rapper. Shout out to King Promise. It was cool to meet him, very switched on guy. And yeah, we used a multiple platform campaign across paid ads, influencer marketing, and organic content, being able to sell out VIP and premium tickets weeks in advance, driving long-term brand credibility. So who do we work with? We work with weekly, monthly club nights that do between $250 to $10,000 in attendees. And then, of course, it says cap, but we usually just say cap because most people that are going to do above 10,000, it's usually not going to be a weekly event. But if you are doing more than 10,000 and maybe you're a Finn's Beach Club in Bali, or that's a different story, then obviously this is for you as well. Seasonal annual festivals, we also deal with them. National tours. Now, what we don't do is we don't work with people that do one-off shows that have under 1,000 people with a cap. And the reason is because if we're going to have a goal and a guarantee to get you a 3x return on your money, we also need to make sure it's worth our team's time and the investment as well. Because if I'm going to deploy 3 or 4 of my staff on your account, I need to make sure that we're not only covering their fees, but we're also being able to make a profit so then we can better be incentivized to get you a result, which we all would be able to eat from. Okay. Another case study. I think we already talked about this one. Oh, maybe we didn't. Adekunle Gold. So this was a tour. Okay. We were able to. The goal was to sell out 80% of all of the venues, and we ticked all of these achieve all of these goals. His billboard venue, which was one of the locations in which he performed in Melbourne, we sold out the venue to capacity. In Perth, Metro City Concert Club sold over 80% of tickets. Adelaide, Bridgeway Hotel, over 80% of tickets. Metro Theatre, over 80% of tickets. Ad expenses, a little under $1,000 on Facebook and Instagram, so Meta ads. Snapchat ads, we were able to spend a little under $700, $635. TikTok ads spent around $1,000. My business partner was able to flip a $1,400 investment from Google Ads as well as part of the campaign. And we were able to flip a little under $4,000 into $120,000 in ticket sales. So again, imagine spending $4,000 and spitting out over $120,000. Okay, so does this happen for everybody? No, it doesn't. But that's why we know, look, as a bare minimum, if you're going to spend $3,000 on ads, we're going to flip it into 9. All right. That way, if you make 9, okay, look, we get our cut. You have the rest of the cake. Everyone's happy. And our small negligible maintenance fee is just something that you forget about because of all the profit that we made you. Okay, so that's our model. Now, I actually have been able to acquire equity in Culture Club Australia as a result of the results we've been able to get for them. That's actually me when I was 22, dressed up looking cool. And yeah, we do a lot of partnerships and activations. So we're not just the people that are going to run the ads. We're the people that are going to think out of the box to be able to say, okay, if this person needs to tap into the R&B vibe, we're going to be able to help set up the partnership there. If this person needs house, we're going to be able to set up the partnership there. So we can leverage multiple different audiences to run ads, right? There's a secret sauce to how we do this. And this is one of the secret sauces, right? Because if there's a New Year's Eve event that we're trying to run and the goal is to sell 2,000 tickets, well, there's 2,000 tickets with one brand versus 2,000 tickets with 3 brands, each with different types of music, each dominating a different level of the floor. And then we can leverage all of their Facebook pages to, spend $5,000 on ads instead of $10,000 on ads with one brand because we're not tapping into these different audiences, right? So that's some of the game for you. So we did an event with Miss Collins. That was really cool. And Culture Club have been able to acquire a piece of that venture. Over 30% of that brand I own. Just a beautiful, look at that ad. It was just such a beautiful event. And unfortunately, the ad account, which was associated with the stream of events I'm about to show you, was actually hacked. So for the sake of these ones, you can actually just look these up yourself and you'll see that I'm either following the page or have some involvement with them. The Prince Hotel St. Kilda, again, the ad account unfortunately was hacked, but 3 to 6 month events and planning, promoter management. So these are promoters, ads campaigns, partnership management, and then drinks and catering as well. So that's us being able to be like, hey, this is the booth structure, yada, 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 those kinds of things. The TOF, so that's a recurring event. I'd say that's probably a once every 6 month event we do with the TOF. And again, collaborated them with Culture Club, yada, 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 really successful event. That was the branding that we were able to help with. Pink Lemonade, again, similar kind of thing, paid ads, promoter management, partnership management, content creation, so editing the images and videos, 3 to 6 month event planning and activation. Sweet Fridays. So fun story. I actually owned a piece of Sweet Fridays. I was actually the majority owner. So yeah, that was like a university R&B event. Really good times there. Alora. Yeah, you get the point, right? We were able to collaborate with Mink. Mink is now a big brand. Okay. So yeah, it's crazy how this was 3 years ago. So it's pretty cool how time has flown. Things are good. Lady Cutler Melbourne Showboat event. Again, with Culture Club, combining that with Lady Cutler, themed boat cruise events. Very successful. A quick 4-10 grand right there, just on that boat. Federation Square and Bond Melbourne. So Bond is actually shut down as a venue. I think they're rebranding. But again, imagine, I'm not saying we'll do this for everyone, but imagine you're a brand and we're able to liaise you and collaborate you with Federation Square. That's a big name, okay? And again, partnership management, paid ads, particularly meta advertising, 3 to 6 month event planning and activation, content creation, promoter management. The Nightcat and Mad Festival. So Mad is like a Melbourne Afro dance. You can see the vibe, big vibes, right? Really cool, branding on point, and it's all synergistic, right? So the Nightcat, that's more of like a Latin venue in Fitzroy, and we were able to bring Afrobeats there, collaboratize the event, a quick 3, 5, 10 grand on a place with maybe a couple hundred capacity, okay? So again, that's the play. Now, to reiterate everything, okay? Built for promoters, by promoters, okay? Me and my team, we've run festivals, tours, and club nights for years. That's why our system is different. We only share the upside when we turn $1 into 3, and it's a minimum 3x return on investment. ROAS stands for return on ad spend, or no profit share. So what return on ad spend means is if you spend $1,000, we need to have made you at least $3,000 back. If you spend 10 grand, at least 30 grand back. If you spend 100 grand, at least 300 grand back. If you spend a mil, at least 3 mil back. If you spend 10 mil, at least 30 mil back. Okay. Otherwise, even if we hit a 2x, whatever the service fee that we've charged you is, you pay that, we don't get any cut. So if we make you 20 million and if you put in 10 mil and we make you 20 mil, even if I make you 20 mil, if it's not 30 mil, then we actually can't get a 100 grand, 500 or a mil, even if you love me, because that is how we work. And I know that the event industry is tricky, especially with behavior still changing post-COVID. And even people's trends and people going out less and things like that. But at the end of the day, people that have dynasties, not just campaigns, are the ones that have survived the test of time. So that's why we designed this the way that we do it, and we make sure that every person is benefiting significantly from that agreement. All right, so become a ticket titan. Ticket Tech's a different brand. If you're running weekly, monthly, or seasonal events or big annual events, and you're ready to sell tickets consistently, keyword consistently, then book your growth session today. Click below to see if you qualify, and my team or I will see if you are a good fit. I'll see you on the other side. Take care. Ciao.